All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And we're going to do a reading on Trump. I don't know if it's health. Trump's really, really bad, no good, terrible, awful day.
Yes.
Now, I had a text message from my wife's former roommate, Lisa. And she says, I quote it, "Howdy, David. Hey, a friend of mine is friends with a medium who says June 10th is supposed to be a really bad day for Trump. Have you heard that rumor? Well, not holding my breath, but it's something to be hopeful about. I was wondering if you could do a prophetic reading on your YouTube channel for the upcoming June 10th prophecy." Now, I don't know if there's a June 10th prophecy. I seem to recall that that there are folks saying that something's supposed to happen to Trump in June. I've not been paying too much attention to those because
He's like Rasputin.
And I'm already pretty much on record saying I don't want to read on his health anymore because nobody's rooting for his health to be good. Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice was the first one who mentioned that during his first term. And he was like, yeah, Johnny's kind of right about that. Ain't nobody hoping. We want to hear that, he has terminal syphilis and his brain's going to rot like any second now. And he's going to be a blithering idiot, drooling on himself and shitting himself for the rest of his life, which will be the next 50 years because they'll manage to lengthen him out and really make him be in misery. Because we're kind of like, jerks like with karma. Anyways, so going in totally blind here, basically, I want to look at the energy around Trump's June 10th, 2025. Now, Spirit, I understand dates and stuff. I don't know how to put this in a celestial sense other than it's a month from now, as we record this on Mother's Day, May 11th. Happy Mother's Day to everybody now on Wednesday as this goes up. But, for a conspiracy theory, wish casting, prophetic reading, what's going on with Donald Trump on June 10th of 2025? Is he going to have a really bad day?
I've got one of my big B's, so he just went outside. Go outside. Stay outside.
Clearly, it's prophetic. I don't know what it means.
That means Laura Hammond Davis should be sending me a message in the comments with a rainbow and a bumblebee on it.
You sure that Beekeeper Tarot shouldn't be reaching out to you? Okay, what's going on with Donald Trump June 10th? Is there anything to this person saying he's going to have a really bad day? Okay, there's something going on in the background, whether it's conspiracy, it's talking, it's money related, and agreements. We've got agreements and agreements coming through here. Queen of Wands underneath it. This could be Susie Wild overseeing it because I don't think this is Ukraine. Could be Ukraine, but let's see what we've got going on. So there's some agreement between some parties and some conspiracy or things going on behind the scenes. There's a woman underneath it of some power. This could be Melania saying, I'm Audi 5000 with this. Time for a new prenup. Who knows? Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if Melania is finally hanging it up with him. In the past, we got the Empress, the woman who's been taken care of. Could be Russia too. Knight of Cups is an offer. There's an emotional thing here. I'm going to kind of start focusing on Melania. More negotiations about agreements. It's almost like this would be Melania wanting to be taken care of, an offer to renegotiate her ongoing marriage contract. Justice over it. This could be the serving of paper, something along those lines. King of Cups. There's going to be an emotional break. There's going to be some type of emotional breakdown. We may not hear about it, but there could be something that happens with Melania involving justice with Donald Trump. Ace of Swords. If it's not Melania, there's a conspiracy going on involving his comfortable lifestyle and agreements that he's made. The Justice Department's looking at it. I don't think it's going to be Biden.
What if it's like a whistleblower or someone with insider knowledge coming forth?
I don't know. I don't know about that because I'm not seeing like the page of swords. It's possible. I mean, somebody's coming forward with. Oh, this could also be like another lawsuit by E. Jean Carroll, or uh, the case in New York gets settled and he has to pay his couple $100 million. There's justice and an ace of swords here involving women. So this could be something like E. Jean Carroll comes forward. This could be something like Melania wanting to renegotiate or saying she's had enough of that. Or there is kind of an emotional breakdown. Like it's almost like if Trump has an emotional breakdown for some reason. I don't know. Something with justice and the ace of swords. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he'll smile at a puppy or something. It'll be such a shock. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Okay, let's see what you get here.
Yes.
Maybe we piece something
What
together.
what do I need to know about Trump in June? If something unfortunate is going to happen,
it seems to me, just to throw out there, it seems to me it's more going to be an emotional setback than a physical ailment.
What do we need to know? Foundation, Queen of Swords. It's hey, it's why were you surprised?
Find somebody new to wipe your butt. Where's Laura Loomer when you need her?
You knew this was coming. This shouldn't be surprising to you. Seven of Pentacles. Reaping what you sow. Once again, you knew it was coming. Your actions brought this on. Underneath the energy is this has been a long time in coming. This is something that you've seen and you've known about and you've observed for a long time. It's feeling like it's a financial setback of some sort, or Pentacles are about things of value, right? Could be money, could be health, could be state secrets. Let's see. In the past, you had Judgment. You've certainly been convicted of 34 felony counts. You've lost lawsuits. You've defamed people. Current energy is the smug merchant, hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. You're living the high life. You're happy with how things have gone. There's your the overarching. That was your. Was that your cross or was that?
Yeah, it was my cross, I believe.
The overarching energy is the Two of Cups. It's about a deal you've made, a relationship, agreements you've made.
I keep thinking you're going to get like a King of Cups card or something like that.
There's your okay. Got the Knight of Swords, not the Page of Swords. You were acting recklessly, and you charged boldly forth in areas that you probably shouldn't have gone.
Charge through the minefield under the cover of daylight.
Under the cover of daylight, and the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. You're gonna have to give some back. Justice is demanding that you pay back. You threw that thing about E. Jean Carroll. We haven't seen or heard much from her lately. It's entirely possible. Yeah, what do I know, right?
So there's, so it could be a
lot of Pentacles.
You could do E. Jean Carroll, Melania. God. I don't know where to go with this. It feels more like it's an emotional thing coming down here. And it could also be, again, it could be Letitia James too.
Yeah. So I threw three qualifiers. You've been battling this for a long time. It's your unethical behavior that's coming forth, and the Wheel of Fortune has finally landed. It's finally come full circle on you. Yeah. It's something we just simply don't know about right now.
That to me would lean more, he's pissed off he has to pay E. Jean Carroll, but he's lost all his appeal. So I think that money, that's done. I don't think they've resolved the fraud against New York. I know he's got his appeals coming up with that. Let me. I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to look up some information on that. Okay, welcome back. On my searching, Trump and E. Jean Carroll. Trump is trying to get the Justice Department to come in and say, "Oh, we need to defend Trump in that thing." And her lawyers 3 weeks ago were saying, "You're 2 years too late for this one. So sorry." As Trump's trying to appeal the $89 million he owes E. Jean Carroll. Also, it's been 6 months since Trump filed his appeal against Letitia James in New York, and his debt is now exceeded $500 million. Exactly. And Libby and I think when we did readings on that, I saw like $600 to $700 million with that. So he won't get to $600 million in a month's time. He'll certainly accrue more debt, but he won't get to that final total.
Yeah.
Unless he's like trying to continue to appeal. And well, there's not going to be any information. I didn't bother looking up Melania. Why don't you? Which one do you want to take? Let's do clarifiers. Do you want E. Jean Carroll or do you want Letitia James?
I'll do E. Jean Carroll.
Okay. And I'll do Letitia James. I'll look over to you, unless you need more time to shuffle.
No. Okay, so just cut the cards.
Is this info? Can you imagine if it's both? Is the bad news he's going to get? Is that because he's ruled that he has to pay E. Jean Carroll the nearly $90 million that he owes her?
Yeah. So is this related to the E. Jean Carroll cases? Oops. Upside down. Okay. I'll do a 4-carder. Got the King of Pentacles, the man with all the money. You got the 7 of Cups. That was in Dave's reading. It's all about the crazy. You've been defending and delaying it for a long time. You've been lots of battles, and it's time to reward the woman.
Yeah, those cards came up in my reading as well, right? I got the Empress.
You got the Empress, you got the 7 of Cups, and you got the 9 of Wands.
Okay, so if Gary's reading was to overlay with mine, then most likely the news he gets on June 10th is an emotional setback because they rule against him and he has to pay E. Jean Carroll. He loses his appeal on that one, and he's going to have a hissy fit. Now, I want to look at Letitia James. Does he also, what happens with the Letitia James New York fraud case, which is over $500 million? Also the Empress card.
God.
Page of Cups, 5 of Cups, the Sun card, and the Star card. The U.S. government wants to come in. The U.S. government is trying to come in here. Letitia James, there's disappointment.
Who's disappointed though?
Yeah,
Trump or
exactly.
Letitia James, right?
She's sitting in the catbird seat. There's disappointment in here. There's truth being revealed. Page of Cups and the Star card. I just wonder if the Justice Department is somehow going to actually get in there, or if the courts finally decide to cut him some slack. If this is about her, this is about her being. This could also be about her being victorious.
Yeah.
Here, it's been a while because of the information they're cutting him. The truth being revealed. The truth's on her side. The whole thing is the evidence has been revealed on this one. One clarifier. Strength card. She's got all these major arcana. I don't think this one gets resolved yet. I think she's just sitting in a good spot. I'm going to guess it's more. It's more going to. If it's going to be a court case, it's going to be on the E. Jean Carroll side. Why don't you throw on Melania real quick here to see?
I just did. Okay. Oh my. We're gonna take some actions.
Yep.
I've
here.
been so we got the Knight of Wands taking actions as the foundation. The primary clarifier is temperance. I've been patient. I have held my tongue. I have done what you've wanted. The other clarifiers, I got the hermit, trying to find the truth, trying to find a path, trying to find a way out.
Yeah, God.
Six of Cups. It's not like it used to be. And underneath it is the Ten of Swords. I'm done with this. I'm completely done.
The kids, they're empty nesters. The kids out of the house.
Yep.
I'm ready to move on with my life. This is just part of. It's a business deal. Pow. I suspect that Melania is going to launch the missile on him. We won't find out about it, but I think he's going to get the double whammy real quick here. He's going to find out that Melania has filed paperwork. It'll be secret. They won't be announced on it because she doesn't want the attention. She just wants to go off.
So I just sort of asked myself, are we just blowing sunshine up our buns, or what do I need to know, right? What card do you think would be best to describe Melania?
Card. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll bet you he gets the double whammy. He gets served papers, and then right around that time point, he also finds out that the whole E. Jean Carroll thing. You get to pay two different women.
Oh my God!
Millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Ooh, yeah, that'll send him in a death spiral, won't it?
Okay, one last one. If we're gonna get really catty and gossipy, does it send him running into the arms of Laura Loomer?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Michelle's gagging over in the corner. What role does Laura Loomer play in soothing Donald Trump's tattered soul?
Oh my goodness!
Does he look for emotional companionship? Entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, we're entertained now.
Laura Loomer play in all this? Oh, the mommy. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Two of Wands. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, dear.
Oh no! Ew! Ew! I don't want to know about that. I had that one. She sees an opportunity. Oh, dude, she sees.
Oh, my poor little baby.
Here we go. Yeah, come sit and put your head on mommy's lap. It's like she sees an opportunity to be the new star in his world. Plan moving forward. Offer him emotional support during his emotionally difficult time. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was the underneath card?
Yeah. People might remember about a month ago, I had where's Laura Loomer, and it's like, what is she doing to him? And it's like, ew, is she sleeping with him? Yeah, I didn't want to see that. It's like walking in on your parents. It's like walking in on your grandparents. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, I think she's gonna make Laura Loomer. If this comes to pass, she's gonna be the opportunist to be Donald Trump's emotional support girl.
Oh my God.
Something. Okay. Wild conspiracy theories purely for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
We're just two knuckleheads reading tarot cards.
Yeah, what the hell do we
laughing a lot and not wanting to visualize certain events. Sorry, and I really apologize for not giving you the trigger alerts on that one too, especially for those enjoying their morning coffee. Anything else you want to read on this one, or do you think we've knocked this one?
Oh, I don't think I could stomach much more.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. Okay, thank you for Lisa for asking the question. Again, June 10th is apparently when this is all going to happen. We'll see. Probably the Jean Carroll stuff. If it's news, you'll hear about it. Melania, you won't. She's a very private person, so if she was going to divorce Donald, she's going to want nobody to know about it. Trump's not going to want anybody to know about it either. Laura Loomer might blab, but I doubt it. We won't hear about this one.
I guess you'll know that she's getting ready to divorce him, or is divorce him when she, stops showing up so frequently at the White House.
Oh yeah, exactly, because she's there all the time on his arm.
Can't get rid of her.
I would just say, watch Trump's Truth Social posts leading up to June, or a week on either side of June 10th, and see what random ass stuff he's posting about. Just that's his tell. That's his clue. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that one. Thank you everyone for watching this video and supporting our channel. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to be, and hit the bell if you want to be woken up every night at midnight with our latest ramblings and nonsense. And leave a comment. I read them all, respond to many.
And unlike those other Twin Tarot channels that only read on serious topics and not the heartbreaking news that we read on, we offer secret cards to our audience.
And I'm just going to give shout outs to some of the recent commenters. So Kyle Atkinson. Hi, Kyle. Oh, yes.
The good with the bad, Gary. I'm sure he's got something for you.
How about, oops, I went to click that. Julie Jones. Hi, Julie.
Hey, if Laura Loomer's not there, Julie, you could.
Oh, God.
Never mind.
Go on vacation, Julie.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it up with Marjo Wag. Hi, Marjo.
She can't believe she's so happy. Yes. All this anxiety of never being called out on Rumble Room has been resolved.
Thank you so much for watching. And then for the rest of us out there, we've got a very nice card, Two of Cups. It's all about being kind to each other, being nice.
There's going to be a billionaire on the could be a billionaire on the dating front. Get in line. Do you think he's really going to be on the market that long?
Oh my God. Yeah. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye.